much time tonight, but I just want to show you this very simple self-healing form. Without touching the body, fingers to the middle of the chest, open the chest. Chest is the lungs, obviously, and reach the horizon with the hands up to the heaven, look up, feel the hands can reach into the sky. The fingers slightly bent as if you can catch the energy on the fingertips. Feet long way down into the earth. Fingers catch something, bring it down to the back of the head, front, lower back. The same way we went before. Down the outside of the legs, keep the head up if you can, turn, come up the inside. So we come up the inside, middle of the chest, open, extend to the horizon, up to the heaven. The more we go up, the more we go down to the earth. It's like the body extending up, down. Catch something, come down the back of the head, front. Lower back, down to the feet. Turn, come up the inside, open. So allow the movement to continue another 3 times without stopping. With the hands always down the outside, into the earth, turn, come up the inside, open, extend, back, front, lower back, feet, turn, come up the inside. One more time. Let's do this. Back, front, down to the feet, turn. This time, don't need to bend down. You just come from the back down to the front. So that's the movement for the whole body, to bring a lot of the heavy element down to earth, clear the body, purify, get the energy flowing and moving. So we can do this also a little bit for the arms. Doesn't matter which side. One hand to the opposite hand. You come up the inside of the arm to the shoulder, down the outside. And the beauty of a lot of these movements is you can do these lying down, sitting down. If you're not quite strong enough or able to, you can gently do these, and even mentally do these. If you can't move so much, you just mentally move the energy down through the body. So the focus has been more on the body, and in a few minutes we'll do some movement with the energy beyond the body, the Qi field that's always out there, this field of all possibilities, universal consciousness, natural law, all that is. I love all these words. God, whatever we call it, the energy beyond our own, what gives us life. The Chinese call it the Qi, but many other words for it. Doesn't matter what word we use. It's like a vital energy, keeps us alive. Okay, once more each side. Then come to the front, hands, paws in front, facing down. Then we want to connect a bit more with the Qi around us. Many different ways. This evening we'll just do this very simple one. One hand on top of the other without touching. Open the hands as if spreading an energy sheet between the hands. You can do it 3 times. So one hand on top, open, just about the width of the body, not too far apart. The 2 hands on the same level. We'll do one more time, a bit closer, you can see, like opening an energy sheet between the hands. Then notice, if you move to your left or right, doesn't matter which side, one hand follows the other. Just gently, just sense some connection between the hands. One hand following the other, So beginning to sense as if the air becomes a bit heavier around us. That's the feeling of the qi, as if the hands are supported, guided. So from left to right, just give a bit more freedom to the hands, one hand following the other. Just see where they go. One hand following and the other hand released a bit. So just feel the hands can move in a spontaneous way wherever they go. And do this in your own way. It doesn't have to be exactly how I do it, but the main thing is keep the distance between the hands the same. That's the connection, the two hands moving, one following the other. As if the air, very dense, as if you're swimming in water, something like that. Just sense the qi, hands quite sensitive and not too quickly. Just feel as if you just release. And they go wherever they want to go. Left to right, up and down, behind. So this is like a spontaneous part, very gentle, very simple, and just playful in a way. You sense the energy between the hands, then allow them the freedom to move. And often they want to stretch or open the body, maybe some area a bit stuck, so the hands want to open up, stretch, sometimes higher position, sometimes lower position. Just follow wherever the hands go. And many of you, I'm sure, have seen Tai Chi, maybe you've practiced. So Tai Chi came after Qigong. Qigong is more the self-healing art, if you like, and Tai Chi is self-healing, but also with a structured movement. In Qigong, it's a more spontaneous, generally, like this, but you can understand how Tai Chi was invented came out of Qigong practice. Somebody created a beautiful form, gave it a beautiful name, like, I don't know, swimming dragon or something. And, you know, they just followed the movements and made it into a form. But tonight, just quite nice to have some freedom to allow the hands to move in this way. Then at some point, the hands can do something a bit more regular. So we can imagine, you can follow me now, like gathering the energy from around the body back to the center, around the body back to the center. So the two hands lined up, one hand gathering, come to the center. Coming down, push the other hand out, gathering. So sometimes our energy can be out of balance, also a bit scattered around. So after the movement, we want to gather back to the center. So this is very effective, very simple movement for gathering the energy back. And down the central line here. Two hands, one on top of the other. Then one hand coming down, the other one coming up. Both hands stay down, open up, and two hands in front, right hand inside the left. Just resting the hands in front, like gathering in the heart center here. From here, the hands stay close to the body, open up, moving down towards your lower abdomen area, and rest the hands over the lower abdomen, just below the navel, below the belly button. Ladies, close the right hand on the inside the left, and men the other way around. Ladies, right hand inside, close all the fingers, rest the hands on the dantian. This is your main energy center. Just close the eyes gently. So we're gathering the energy back to our main energy center, the dantian, we call it in Chinese. Sense the warmth gathering here. And quite good if you can sense the breathing here as well. Feel if you gently push down, you breathe out. Breathe in, this area filling up. Press down, breathe out. Sensing the warmth, and mentally go as deep as you can into the center of the dantian, as if there's a large area here, large capacity to fill up this area with light, with warmth, but deep in the center, like a bright spark of light. So mentally just go into the center, feel all the light, chi, energy gathered to the center. When it's gathered to the center and can't go any further, then it's absorbed into the body. So this is the also self-healing part, that all the internal organs, the spine, whole body absorbing the chi, the light, down to the feet, up to the head. And each time we practice, we accumulate or build up our inner energy store. So then the energy can flow more easily around the body, can prevent illness, can recover more quickly from illness. Want to concentrate the energy further here, gently press down with the hands. Press down, gently can begin to detach. Then from here, open the hands, keep the fingers closed, stay close to the body, come to the back, to the kidneys, rest the hands over the kidneys, close all the fingers. Just sense the warmth to the kidneys. Can gently close the eyes. Kidneys, as we mentioned, relate to fear, emotion of fear. So here we warm up the kidneys, we nourish the kidneys by holding them like this, standing also, and transform or release and transform the emotion also of fear. We strengthen the kidneys, then the kidneys work better for us. And transform into something else, transform into say, courage or strength. So the energy can't be destroyed ever. It can only be transformed. So in Qigong, just this idea as well of transforming into something more positive. We don't want to hold on to any negative emotions because they will affect the body. So even if difficult things are happening around us, if we can be more balanced and healthier internally in ourselves, then we can do more to influence or to help the situation. Sometimes we get emotionally so involved that we become the emotion. We don't want to become it. We just observe, transform, and do the best we can. Coming from a place of, if you like, balance. Sense the warmth in the kidneys. Do some rubbing around the kidneys. Coming down. Then hands come up in front. This is the self-healing form. The second part is just pushing down to the feet, but the arms come up in front. So this is a bit more strengthening for the whole physical body. So we've rebalanced the energy. We've gathered it more to the center. And now just reconnecting the whole system. Down to earth, up to heaven. One more time. Then 3 times without bending down, just push down to the feet. When we finish this part, anywhere feels we've been holding tension still, you can do more slapping or more rubbing, cleaning off. And just don't forget to do these. If you work sitting a lot, on the computer, in the office, you just keep the body, the energy clear and clean. And when you go into this empty state with the energy and the connection, like in the Dantian, then a lot of things can shift and transform in the body. Next part, we're going to do some sitting, and we'll do something